operates on his own. He's cold calculated, and if he was enabled to create a virtual terrorist network, that would make this phony Unabomber, all these phony guys like the FBI, they take these idiots, right, and they put bombs in their pants and they put them on planes.
Yeah, no, drugged out idiots that can't even tie their shoelaces. No, I hear you, Dean. Thank you so much. Let's.
Dean has really hit it on the head, and I think your audience is getting it very much. Dean, you're right on the mark. This is far more dangerous than anything I've ever seen, and believe me, I have worked many, many hundreds of terrorist groups and interrogated a lot of terrorists. This man is an individual I would like to question and interrogate and spend time with, because I don't think our intelligence community at this point, quite frankly, is really that capable, or neither is the Norwegian or the British intelligence, to really understand what he's about. I think Dean had a much better understanding that what's been coming out. Thank you, Dean. I agree with you, not because it happens to, but you understand it. I think your audience really gets it. This man is far more dangerous than anything we've ever seen before.
Yeah, well, people better keep their hands off my guns and my liberty and my freedom. And the bottom line, they're coming after folks that are against the New World Order right now, using this guy, and it stinks to high heaven. And again, I saw the crescendo building up to imminent Whitey attacks on Thursday, and I'm telling you, I see scripting written all over this. Now, they may have known about him, let him do it, protected him. The other cells may be, double agents. We don't know. But this has got a lot of earmarks that make me very suspicious. But it's good to have a debate and look into it, and I do see the points that Dr. Pieczenik is making. Brenda in Illinois, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hello?
Hi, go ahead.
Hi, how are you, Alex? I wanted to ask Dr. Pieczenik just what you were bringing up just now, your point about gun grabbing. I live in gun-grabbing Illinois, where you can't believe how hard it is. But anyway, I was wondering if he had seen the latest propaganda piece from DHS on Thursday, which you were going over, and if he, sees any of the ties to this coming back to the States anywhere. Maybe not necessarily with this man.
Yeah, the DHS rolling out white al-Qaeda videos and showing the minorities reporting on the white devils. This was released about a week before these new events, and I've gotten the internal training manuals where they're telling every police department, the veterans will IED you, the veterans are the terrorists, we've got to prepare mass arrest of the evil pro-America people. I mean, that's my point, is this is going on behind the scenes. You say government's incompetent. They've either competently predicted the real threat or they're staging it. Which is it?
Well, I think Brenda's hit something that's very important. This man will resonate with a lot of disaffected veterans who will come back. There is a real issue now that unfortunately the veterans are not being treated at the VA. They have no jobs. They've been displaced from their homes. We've talked about this repeatedly. Our government is not addressing this issue. Instead of worrying about their being targeted as terrorists, the real issue is going to be we have veterans with PTSD, organic brain damage, and we're doing nothing about it. The VA and unfortunately General Shinseki has not been competent. I'm unfortunate because I was an admirer of his, but he is not good at running the VA. I have heard too much from other doctors that their veterans who are being shortchanged, particularly on these issues.
Okay, but what do you make of them? Let's go ahead.
Repercussions here, but not a systematic repercussion, but it will resonate with groups of white people and others that feel disaffected, that feel unappreciated, and have no jobs. And the reality is, by the way, there are no jobs, and we are disaffected, and the system isn't working. So there is a basis of reality for which he taps in. This terrorist taps into the reality of what's happening in Europe and the United States, because brilliant propaganda is not distorted propaganda. And that's, unfortunately, Alex, where you and I differ. American propaganda with a stand down and a false flag is distorted propaganda in a way it's very amateurish. His is brilliant in that it taps into the very emotional core of the disaffection that all
you're saying you've got to tell the truth and connect that to your terrorism if you're going to do it. All right, Brenda, we'll try to cram in a few more for Dr. Pieczenik. We'll have to have him back soon on politics.
Hey, Bill, pick up line 3. It's Brian.
Hey, Brian, what's up?
sign here.
Thanks. Hey, Bill, I just received my shipment of the Safety Net, our full-year emergency food system. I can't tell you how great it feels to personally not have to worry anymore, especially with the growing threats to our everyday food supply.
Brian, not only are you getting 4,320 nutritionally dense, delicious food servings, but the individual serving price is just $1.43 per meal. It's truly great-tasting food at amazing prices.
The variety is also a huge bonus, Bill. It's like having access to a full menu of impressive food.
Well, it really is a safety net for those worried about the coming food shortages and how their families can prepare.
It's great knowing I'm covered for the future, but I gotta go, Bill, and get all this food unloaded.
With scorching heat devastating U.S. cropland, there's never been a better time to visit SafetyNetSavings.com. That's SafetyNetSavings.com. Visit SafetyNetSavings.com today.
Hi, I'm Mark Craighead, founder of Crossbreed Holsters. I designed our top-selling holster, the Super Tuck Deluxe, to solve the problems of being poked, pinched, and gouged while carrying concealed. The Super Tuck Deluxe is the most comfortable, most concealable holster on the market today. We offer a 2-week free trial and a lifetime warranty.
Visit us at crossbreedholsters.com. Don't forget, crossbreedholsters.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now, new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
OpticsPlanet.com is where discerning gun owners and outdoorsmen go to gear up. Optics Planet has the best selection of rifle scopes, red dots, night vision, holsters, bags, and tactical gear on the planet, with always low prices, free shipping on most orders, and expert customer service. Go to OpticsPlanet.com/GCN to get a free gift with purchase. That's OpticsPlanet.com/GCN or call 800-332-OPTICS, 800-332-6784.
Are you fed up with the Democrats and Republicans? Then listen up. Join American Third Position, a new political party formed to liberate the American people from the banksters who have overthrown the Republic. American Third Position advocates maximum liberty, limited government, and traditional morality. For more information, call 800-513-4928 or go to a3p.me, a3p.me. That's A3P.me. It's time to take America back.
By the way, they're talking about setting up some type of super Congress, which is martial law, the leaders of both parties, and just say, we'll make the decision. The rest of Congress doesn't vote on this. Obama's talking about using the 14th Amendment against the Congress. And if you go to the Drudge Report, we'll put it up on screen right now. We're going to get this up at Infowars.com. Doing things my own way is very tempting. And that's a quote out of a CNN article of the president talking about just doing whatever he wants. And that's the great danger once society starts unraveling because of corruption, is to then just give more and more power to the very corrupt institutions. To sum it up, the controllers are accelerating our path are collision course with collapse. They're not changing course, they're accelerating. Let's jam in a few final calls here for Dr. Steve Pieczenik, who I am going to get back up the next week or so, specifically on his views on what I just mentioned, that the Democrats, the Republicans, at the leadership level, they're all a bunch of corrupt scum, and we are in deep trouble. Tanner in Texas, you're on the air. Thanks for holding.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
I wanted to go over something that I personally refer to as cyber terrorism, or what I believe to be cyber terrorism. Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead, sir. You're on air.
Okay. Well, there was a report that came on Bloomberg in December on the 3.3 trillion in backdoor bailouts. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, now it's up to 16 trillion.
Okay, yeah. Well, that was set private by somebody. And I'm not saying I know who it was, but I took a video of it. It's up on my YouTube channel, Let's Talk Politics with an X. There's no...
Now, hold on. Set private by who? On Bloomberg?
Yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yes, it was. I didn't upload a version that was legible until the 16th. Oh, this...
okay,
16th,
Tanner.
yes.
Tanner,
let me explain.
Is there a specific point here? Yes, go ahead.
Yes, there is. Okay? On the 16th. On the 17th, the view counts were really low. So I went in and I started spamming the second most viewed video. I said, the reason the view counts are so low is because this video, they don't want it going viral. They don't want you to see that they're censoring backdoor bailouts, because that's pretty bad, you know? Okay, within an hour and 15 minutes, it went from 60,000 views to 125,000 views so fast that they didn't even catch up the first most viewed. And I proved that it was because of what I did, because somebody left a comment on my video.
I got to let you go at that point. There's all sorts of stuff going on with YouTube, and it's well known that there have been a lot of backdoor bailouts, now $16 trillion to foreign banks and domestic companies like MSNBC, and it's a very serious problem, again, of corruption that Dr. Pieczenik brings up. And, you know, the fact that they don't care now that you know that the federal government's funding a lot of national media and that no one gets in trouble for it, or nobody gets in trouble for all the other corruption, it just shows how systemic all this is. Dr. Pieczenik?
No, it's absolutely true. I mean, the issue that you and I brought out in June about the corruption, that we predicted corruption of the British government with Murdoch, and Murdoch has been absolutely abysmal. I've tracked him since I was a Deputy Assistant Secretary of State under Bush Sr. in 1991, and I already had questions about his involvement and his corruptions in Asia, and then he moved to the United States and got an American citizenship very quickly and started up buying papers. There's no question in my mind that if there's any bravery among our congressmen or senators, they should have an investigation, and the FBI should open up an investigation. There's no question in my mind you will find the same kind of corruption, the same kind of collusion you saw in Britain here in the United States, and particularly his assistance of Hillary Clinton, our Secretary of State, when she was running for the Senate. She had depended very heavily on him for advice and money. So I think you have all kinds of corruption going on both in the Democratic Republican Party. From my point of view, it's no longer legitimate government. I think we're so dysfunctional, the president's dysfunctional, the whole system's dysfunctional. We need a third option. And that's where you, Alex, comes in, where we have to discuss about a third option. And your formidable audience understands what the problem's in. It doesn't have to get into social conservatism. It has to get into a party which has to deal with pragmatism. And how do we get the United States to maintain its republic, while in the meantime we're an imperial power all over the world and our military is displayed all over the world, but we have no jobs, we have no strategy, no tactics, and no leadership on both sides. You have men who are basically panderers, you have people who are sociopaths, you have women who are screaming about absolutely nothing, and everybody is just talking about nonsense. And we have to get back and get rid of all this corruption and basically restart the government on a pragmatic point of view, building jobs, which we can do very easily, bringing back our foreign companies from overseas, particularly China and India, and if they don't want to come back, then we'll tax them and let them go.
Dr. Pieczenik, thank you so much for spending time with us. We'll talk to you again very soon. Dr. Webster Tarpley is coming up. Stay with us.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Hi, this is Steve Shank and Babs Rosberg with eFoods Direct. Babs, you work a lot with shipping and things are going absolutely nuts with this new Independence Month Patriot Pack that eFoods is giving away.
The way things are going, we're shipping thousands of these great little Patriot Packs out. Just an example, Sherry from Arkansas made a $1,300 order. We shipped her 5 free